All right, Miss Woods, you may proceed.
Judge, I'd like to call the officer in charge, Shaylin Ruby.
Miss
Hello.
Ruby, good. Is it morning still? Good morning,
Good morning.
Officer Ruby. Please raise your right hand to be sworn. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to provide will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. You may proceed, Miss Woods.
Thank you, Judge. Good morning, officer. Where are you employed?
Eastern Michigan University Police Department.
And what do you do for the Eastern Michigan University Police Department?
I'm a police officer there. I do traffic control, do calls with students, and just do routine patrol around the city as well.
Okay. And were you involved, were you working in that capacity on June 20th of 2024?
Yes, ma'am.
And were you involved in an investigation regarding Abdulmohsen Osman?
Yes, ma'am.
And what was the nature of that investigation?
I initially pulled him over for having an obstructed license plate. I didn't see a license plate. Upon further investigation, we realized that he did have warrants. We searched the vehicle and I found cocaine. Well, I also found that he was driving with a revoked license.
Okay. So what was the reason for the search?
The reason for the search was we asked for consent. He gave consent, as well as he was parked in a private lot. And because we had arrested him, we were towing the vehicle. So we searched the vehicle.
Okay. So it was consent and an inventory search?
Yes.
Okay. And so who all searched that vehicle?
I searched the vehicle as well as Sergeant Thompson.
Okay. So could you tell the court what part of the vehicle you searched and what you located and where you located it?
Yes, ma'am. I searched the driver's side of the vehicle and I found the cocaine within between the driver's seat and the passenger seat.
And when you say you found the cocaine, how did you find it? What was it in?
It was folded in a $5 bill. So it was like a crumpled up $5 bill. And within that was where I found the cocaine.
Okay. And would the driver have been able to access that easily?
I would believe so. It was an old-fashioned car where the seats all kind of went together and there was only like a little divider. There wasn't a center console, so it was easily accessible.
Would it have been within the driver's wingspan, his arm span, to access that drug?
Yes, ma'am.
And what did you do after you located the drugs?
I advised Sergeant Thompson that I saw it, and she picked it up, opened it up, and saw that there was a powdery substance. And so we closed it back up and we put it to the side for testing.
Okay. And were you the one that, did you log that into evidence? Or did your sergeant do that?
Ms. Woods, I'm not going to challenge the chain of custody.
Okay. I have no further questions for this officer.
All right. Mr. Goldstein.
Officer Ruby, as part of your investigation, did you run the registration on the vehicle?
Yes, sir.
And what did you find?
He had multiple warrants out of
No, on the vehicle. On the vehicle.
I don't believe there was a title holder.
Okay, so you had no indication that the car belonged to Mr. Osman?
No, sir.
Did you question him as to his reason for possessing the vehicle?
Yes, sir. He said he just bought the vehicle.
Okay. When you say just, was he any more specific than that?
He didn't provide any more information other than he had bought the vehicle.
Okay. Did he indicate to you during your interrogation of him or interview with him what he did for a living?
No, sir.
Okay. So what kind of condition was the car in?
It was definitely an older vehicle. The driver's side window appeared to have been broken out, it had the popcorning pieces of the glass as if it was broken. Other than that, it didn't seem in terrible condition.
Okay. Now, you indicated that when you asked him for permission to search the vehicle, he said yes,
Yes, sir.
without hesitation.
Yes, sir.
Did you ask him if there was anything in the vehicle that, like a gun or drugs or anything like that, or you just asked for permission to search?
I don't remember, sir.
Okay. And you said that you searched the vehicle and you found something on the floor. Is that right?
Yes, sir. Between the driver's side and the passenger side seats.
When you say before, are you saying it was exactly in the middle of the vehicle?
Yes, sir. It was an old-fashioned car where it's like the seat that goes all the way across.
No, I understand. I understand that. But I mean, it could have been closer to one door as opposed to the other. You're saying it was sort of in the middle.
Yes, sir.
Okay. When you were asked by Miss Woods whether it was within the wingspan of Mr. Osman, are you saying that he could have reached down and touched that object without just sitting upright in the seat? That his arms were that long?
I believe he could have put it in there, sir.
That wasn't the question. Miss Woods asked you whether it was within the wingspan of Mr. Osman.
Yes, sir.
How big was the packet that you found?
The $5 bill. It was loose powder. I'm not sure.
Well, the question is, was the $5 bill, oh, we all know, I think, what a $5 bill looks like. I think the judge can take judicial notice of what a $5 bill looks like. But was it folded up?
Yes, sir. It was.
How big was the packet?
It was definitely smaller. Like if you put it in your hand, it was smaller than. It was just like a little ball. I would say like probably like a size of like a rubber, like a bouncy ball.
Okay. And how long had it been there?
I'm not sure.
Okay. Was that $5 bill with the cocaine in it in the vehicle when Mr. Osman just purchased the vehicle?
Judge, how would she know that?
Well,
Yeah,
that's the
calls for
point, Your Honor.
speculation. How long
That's
the drugs have been in the vehicle? How would she know?
I asked her if I think the way I'll rephrase the question. Do you know whether it was in there when he bought the vehicle?
I'm not sure.
Again, are you asking the officer if she knows whether the drugs were in there when he bought the vehicle? I mean, that calls for speculation.
No, it doesn't, Your Honor. It's not speculation whether she has knowledge or doesn't have knowledge. She either does or she doesn't. I didn't ask when it was put there. I just asked whether she had any information as to whether it was there when he bought the vehicle. If the
Thank
answer is
you.
no, then the answer is no.
The objection is overruled. You can answer the question.
Do you have any knowledge or any information that that packet was in the vehicle when he purchased it?
No, sir.
Do you have any knowledge, any facts to support the conclusion that he put it on the floor of the vehicle?
Yes, sir.
What was that?
Sergeant Thompson found his ID right next to the cocaine, I believe.
Okay, first of all, what does that have to do with whether he put that packet on the ground? I didn't ask whether he knew it was there or whether he might have known it was there. My question is, what evidence do you have that he put it there?
None, sir.
Okay, nothing further, Your Honor.
Thank you. Anything further for this witness, Ms. Woods?
No, Judge.
All right. Next witness.
So you indicated when you made your presence known, Mr. Osman, the driver of the vehicle, immediately pulled into a driveway and stopped. Is that correct?
Yeah, actually, I don't even know if we had pulled him over. He was pulling off into a driveway from an improper lane. Yeah.
So, but there was no,
Wait 1 second.
you didn't
Mr.
observe. I'm sorry.
Wait a second, Mr. Goat. Mr. Osmond may have dropped off. He is no longer. Okay, he's now back in. Okay, go ahead.
Right. So he made no effort to try to get away or evade you. Is that right?
We actually hadn't even turned on our lights, I believe, when he pulled into the driveway. I mean, it would be speculation for me to say he saw us behind him because we did kind of like pull out around to look, but
Okay. Fair enough.
speculating, yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. You indicated that he was acting sort of nervous and fidgety, I think was the word you used. Is that right?
Yes,
As part of your investigation, you determined that A, the car was not registered, correct?
correct,
Mr. Osmond did not have a registration for the vehicle, correct?
correct,
Mr. Osmond did not have an insurance certificate for the vehicle, correct?
correct,
Mr. Osmond did not have a valid driver's license, correct?
correct,
And he had warrants for his arrest.
correct.
Might those have accounted for the fact that he was nervous and fidgety?
Absolutely.
Nothing to do with the cocaine, right? Even if the cocaine hadn't been in the vehicle, right?
Obviously, it could have been all of that. It could have been everything, the drugs, he was on probation. He did indicate that he was on probation. All of those things can indicate why he would be nervous on the traffic stop, yes.
Now, I'm trying to picture, since I didn't get a chance to see the video, you described this bench seat, and it does have cuts or splits in there to divide it actually into 3 sections, correct?
Yes,
Okay. And you said you found the wallet under the crack between the passenger side and the middle section. Is that right?
yes.
Okay. Was it under the seat or was it just in the space where the feet normally go?
So it was under the seat. My interpretation is that it had been pushed down the crack or fallen down the crack, and it was directly under the seat where the crack was. The split.
Okay. And you did not locate the cocaine, the $5 bill, correct?
I did not know.
Okay. So you don't know, if I were to ask you how far apart those objects were, you couldn't answer that question. Is that right?
Within a foot, I think, because once Officer Ruby, she pulled the crack, the seat apart, and she was like, "Hey, there's a $5 bill down there," and I looked at it and I think I was the one that reached down and grabbed it. So they were within a foot of each other.
Okay, now, I may have missed this, but you testified a minute ago that you found a wallet that you said Mr. Ruby said wasn't in the vehicle. I thought the testimony that I heard was that he said he had no ID with him, that he didn't say anything about a wallet, did he?
So, no, I asked him if he had any ID or anything with his name on it. Obviously, his wallet contained all of those items that he said he didn't previously have.
So it wasn't the wallet that he denied having. Did you look through his wallet, by the way?
I know I did. We found, obviously his ID was in the wallet.
Right, you didn't find any cocaine or anything in his wallet.
No,
And you didn't find any cocaine or anything on him.
no,
And he had no hesitation about saying, yeah, go ahead and search the vehicle.
no.
Okay, nothing further, Your Honor.
Thank you. Any further questions, Ms. Woods?
No, Judge.
All right.